EA Sports, within the game. Yep, you've got one guy going boom, the other guy going whap, and the guy trying to run it in for the score, and he's going nowhere.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. In motion comes the tight end left. They start the drive here with Gainwell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the 50, it's Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This complete to David Bell. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 35 yards. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 54 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On first down, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. Touchdown! Nick Chubb. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns are able to move back in front. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like that memory was a little too long there.
And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. This is Smith with a grab. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. They run behind center with Gainwell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, a run with Gainwell. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And down to the 41. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. From the 41, Hurts. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
That's complete. It's Bell. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is out of bounds moves, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Again, it's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, 30 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll try and run it here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again. Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked. That's
a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Complete. Smith has it. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame. Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way. But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick. You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And this one is incomplete. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Kansas City. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A huge play there right off the bat. Give him 55 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
On second and goal, Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd and 2, Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. He's at the 40. And he'll be brought down at the 27. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Watson will find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down for the touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he is going to have the Chiefs' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now they try the right side here. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
2nd and 5 now. Watson dancing to his left. This is intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
It's a gain of 34. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he stopped immediately there. Second and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Buying time. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the 1st half.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
The final shot before the break. Watson letting one fly deep for Cooper. And now Watson throws another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Well, partly they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st down, it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Finding room at midfield. There he goes, left side. He stiff arms him. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. And incomplete. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he is going to have the Chiefs 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now a handoff looking right. They find some open field here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 41 yards. And the Chiefs have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Flush to his right. Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Browns. David Bell, 26 yards. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for KC, and even 40 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 72 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. On first down, McKinnon again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 14 yards. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partners. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Watson to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. He's got room at the 30, down the left sideline. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll give it to Chubb. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take... Brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go right back to Singletary. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
For this defense, here we go on 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a Bills first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. On the move past the 40, down the right sideline. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. Touchdown, Bills! Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him, He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd down at 4. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, You're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 2nd and 9, Allen. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Reggie Gilliam in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. Wide open, Amari Cooper finding room at midfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Watson off play action. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
2nd and 4. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Now Davis fumbles it, and this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. We had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves starting to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now a first down throw, Watson. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eluding the pressure right. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. To the air yet again, Watson. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt from 6 yards away. And the Browns are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Allen going to throw. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. Hasn't changed, partner.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Browns drive about to get started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon. And now Watson throws another interception. And the Bills are in great shape. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. On the move past the 40. Look at the big fella go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 62 yards. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And again, it's Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. On 1st down, Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So after the INT, it's Allen. The 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover,
They do like to dial up a deep ball right away, and if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They run here with Singletary. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Watson. Slant route complete to Bell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Watson on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Watson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Watson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of... EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the